I dream of having a pantry this functional.
Doing dishes here would be unbelievable. It looks like you're
feels
in
like
the
you're
ocean.
just in the water.
Yeah, it's like a boat.
Good job on this one. Crushed it.
We build houses the way we built our business. Start with a strong foundation,
Hire a team inspired to push the boundaries of design.
respect the build, putting integrity and quality first. We are Oak Development and Design, and this is Heart of Oak.
Heart of Oak is brought to you by
Timberland Pro. Always do, never done. Cam Appliances and Thermador. Make your next appliance a Cam appliance. Midcape Home Centers. Experience that builds. And AZEC Building Products.
and these valued partners. We're at Pope's Lane. It's super busy inside. Right now, floors are happening, getting sanded and finished. Finish carpentry is sort of starting to wrap up. They're finishing, as you can see, some of the exterior. What do we need to check out while we're here?
So we should probably look at the kitchen because the hood went up. Let's take a look at like the backsplash tile and like where that's gonna go and how we're gonna lay that out.
Cam dropped off the appliances, so I want to see what's in place. Why don't we go take a look?
Let's go.
The thing that I like about this kitchen setup, when we were designing this, the space is massive.
Yeah.
By adding in and keeping the second island the way we wanted to originally have it, it creates a space that's meaningful to having this cooking area
100%.
over here. That ended up being really nice.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Like this space is
awesome.
so good.
Yeah, I was concerned that the vastness of this ceiling was going to seem plain.
Yeah.
But I think the beams like take care of it.
100%.
So for the tile on the backsplash, is the plan to go all the way to the ridge up here?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Right?
Just so it doesn't have to stop.
Yeah, I couldn't envision it with before we had built the hood because I didn't know how wide it was going to be. But yeah, I think that's the right move. You have the tile,
Yeah, the
right?
tile's actually right here.
Yeah.
So it's like this, like the zellage tile.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
basically, it'll be staggered.
Yep.
Like that.
Oh, I love it.
It's so pretty. So the lights are on the stone.
It looks so good.
Oh yeah.
I love this. Yeah, it was totally worth driving to Tennessee. I mean, I didn't have to drive there, but I still think
Definitely
it was worth it.
I love this house.
Yeah.
Well, we picked the coldest day of the winter so far.
Well, it's kind of fitting, I think.
So what are we at? We're at like a year and a couple months?
About that. I mean, if you count on the planning and everything, yeah, a little over a year and a half.
Which is
Look
crazy.
at the size of this house.
Well, I was about to say, like, let's look at proof of what's been done and
Oh, I'm
the
saying
process.
that it's crazy how quick that
This
went
is
by.
twice the size of most of the projects we've completed in the past.
And most complicated.
Most complicated as well, but I mean, keeping in true oak fashion, and you know, we've used a whole host of different materials and also made changes along the way, you know, to make the space make more sense.
The roof was framed, you were about to roof it, and then they asked for the dormer for the laundry room?
Yeah, so I mean, I heard word of that. You came at me with a drawing and said, make it happen. With a project this size and the scope and, you know, the amount of procedure and inspections we have to go through, you can't just make changes at the drop of a hat.
No.
We were able to get it done. You know, it looks beautiful.
They were
the
good changes
space-
in the end.
So the outside of this house, we had a ton of different materials, obviously, to break it up. You know, I think my favorite is the stone.
I think it came out great. And then, you know, you've got board and batten, which is something that they really wanted, but we were able to mix in some shingle. I think the stone really helped break it up. We originally knew we wanted it in like one or two places, and then we extended it around the back, which I think was a good call because the back is so big and so white.
And then it worked out well bringing it inside in the entryway and upstairs. I think it ties everything together.
I really like that. Yeah, being able to tie in an element from the outside to the inside, kind of making it feel more earthly and kind of really softening up that on the inside as well.
Totally.
Looks good.
I think this job was a little different to the ones we've completed in the past in that this was their home. We turned it into a project and had to work with them.
And we're still friends with them, which is shocking.
Well,
And they're living in the house.
This isn't their old house at all.
This place was pretty awesome to begin with, right? 5,200 square feet, very interesting layout, a lot of excitement on the outside and inside.
The only thing we kept was the bones of the main structure and the wood roof on the front.
At the front, yeah. So if you drive up to it and look at a before and after, you can see similar profiles. The final product is just something amazing.
Good job on this one. Crushed it.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Yeah.
A keen-eyed viewer might see a few things that need finishing up here, but we're close.
It's so much better in this entranceway.
Wow. So this area came out exactly as I was envisioning. We knew that we wanted stone in the house. Originally, I thought it was going to be in the kitchen as like a full wall backsplash, but with the way the vaulted ceiling came out there and everything, as I'll show you later.
And there's not a lot of wall space in there now.
No, which actually turned out to be to
So
work.
I think the tile was the way to go.
Yeah, this came out amazing, and you got to have a nice little drive.
I did. Went all the way to Chattanooga, drove it back, thought you were crazy, because when I first opened the box, I was like, this is what I came to Chattanooga for.
But it's good, right?
Complete transformation.
Yeah, look how open this is.
Talk about an amazing kitchen.
This kitchen is sick.
It's so great. My favorite thing, by far, is the teppanyaki.
I'm not sure that's how you say it.
I will say it's huge.
I thought that this kitchen was going to be enormous. It's big, but we filled it up and it feels cozy.
So the fact that there's 11 appliances in this place, well, actually there's more than 11 because you have a steamer upstairs and you have a washer and dryer, so there's 14.
In the kitchen you have an induction top, a teppanyaki grill, an ice maker, a microwave, double ovens, and a warming drawer. You want to see the fridge?
Yeah. It's incredible.
Unbelievable. You know, you've got like a full,
Freezer.
and then we're gonna have glass shelves, 3 glass shelves in here.
In an L shape.
Yeah.
That open because I was in front of the
Yeah.
sensor.
So you can't get stuck in here, don't worry.
Here, see you later. Don't freeze to death.
So we worked with Ferguson like we always do for the fixtures here. We are using Kohler's Callista line, which is a little bit higher end. This unlacquered brass finish is a living finish. It starts off really shiny and new looking, but personally, I really like that unfinished look. It gives it a lot of character. This has really become one of my favorite finishes, and I think that it will actually be something that you really never see go out of sort of style. So obviously there was no pantry in the kitchen.
Yep.
This came out.
So we build a baller big pantry.
Yeah. I dream of having a pantry this functional. So remember how we talked about there were 11 appliances, 3 of them are in here. So you have a beverage fridge, a dishwasher, and a coffee maker. We knew that we wanted this to feel a little bit more moody. So bringing in, you know, the walnut on these drawer fronts, doing, you know, the dark color on the cabinets with the soapstone, it's just a totally different feel, but it really complements the house.
Let's talk about this door. So we ordered this from Rustica Hardware online, which I've always wanted to order from, never have.
Yeah.
And I'm like blown away at the quality. This
Oh, that
thing
makes me
weighs
nervous.
a ton.
Katie and I thought about this space is beautiful, let's just leave it open, but they have 3 dogs. So they really wanted to be able to close this space off, and this is where we landed.
Yeah, this thing came out great.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well, what's next?
I think we get to head upstairs.
Upstairs?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Holy laundry room.
Yeah, so this client wanted a laundry room that was super functional, and she knew she was gonna spend a lot of time in here.
And we have some nice light from the dormer we added.
Our client also really loves tile. So that's kind of how we landed on this, which I think came out so beautifully. There was a specific color that we wanted to use on these cabinets, and kind of without even trying, they ended
So
up
we
going
painted
together.
these on site.
Yeah, we did.
So the built-ins were really simple. Roger, our closet guy, threw some closet rods on it for us.
They wanted to be able to do the laundry in here, fold it. There's a counter space in here and in this room, and then put it away here. Kids could come in and grab it and bring it to their rooms, or mom's gonna probably end up doing
Yeah,
that.
the kids are not gonna do that. I know our kids would not. Jack and Jill?
Yeah, let's go.
Love this bathroom.
Yeah, so the Jack and Jill.
The Jack and Jill with the Brockway sink.
Yeah,
I love
so
that sink.
Katie and I wanted to use the sink for a long time, and we were able to incorporate it in this bathroom in its own little nook. So it's very functional.
So we have what's next?
You could check out the master bath.
One of the things I'm the most excited about is our Murphy door to the office.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So sick. So
that-
this is still missing treads.
Yep.
They're special order. They're
Yep.
ordered. So these will get treads, and then we'll touch up the black.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. I mean, what kid doesn't want like a hidden staircase in their house? That's like everybody's dream.
I mean, I always did when I was a kid.
Yeah. So this master bath is pretty sweet.
It's unbelievable. We just
Yeah.
ran the water. What else? Oh yeah, I can walk in here. I mean, my butt's wet. It's okay though.
The last time we were in here, it wasn't quite finished. They had both handhelds worn up. You're just literally soaking yourself. So you've got 2 handhelds, 2 rain heads, body sprays, and that's why we have 2 drains.
Yep. Because of the amount of water, the volume. So then we have our vanity that Connor custom built for us, which is awesome.
Yeah, so this was, again, a vision that Katie and I had. We decided to go with a floating vanity. It has no hardware, as you can see, which is pretty cool.
He said this was a complete pain in the ass.
Well, it looks good. The lights from Circa, which I love. I remember being in the showroom and seeing these. And it's funny, when you're in the showroom, they look really big, but in this space, they're really appropriately sized.
Totally. Same thing happened in the master with those lights. They looked, you know, really big when you take them out of the package, but then
Right.
when they're in that space,
Right.
it looks awesome. And then we
Yeah.
have our Victoria Albert tub. I love this tub. Do you even know how to break that? There's so many cool features in the house. The hot tub, number one, like coolest one.
Yep, you have the 3rd floor sort of game bonus room. The hall bath, that's pretty nice for a hall bath. All the kids' bedrooms are pretty unique.
Well, now this one's almost done.
Yeah,
We'll call it done for these guys.
yep.
And now we just have one other really big, important job to finish up.
Yeah,
Kimball
that
Beach.
hopefully we finish in the next few weeks. Oh, I won. 8 balls in. I know I have to get everything else in there before, but that means I lose, actually.
Yeah, it means you lose.
Oh, boy. This was the inspiration for the design of this house. This tile was the one inspiration that she knew she had to have.
All right, people. We got good news and bad news. The good news is that this is our last scene of season 4, which we're excited about. The bad news is that Kimball Beach is not done for this episode. So the beautiful reveal is not gonna happen today. We're gonna show you as much as we can. We're gonna walk you through. The thing that I love about our show is that you're getting a real life deep dive into what we actually deal with. COVID-19 has created a lot of delays.
Yeah. And I think we're dealing with it the best that we can.
With that said, the next thing I want to talk about is this built-in. So this whole unit was an add-on. Right?
Yes. You know, this space is very open and it's big. I think they were trying to figure out a way in which to set this space up. They're a family who likes to kind of sit, read, basically just like a giant lounge space. It's 42 inches deep, vertical nickel gap like we did in the mudroom.
So the other 2 things on this floor I want to check out is number 1, the mudroom.
Yeah.
So this mudroom tile is wild.
This was the inspiration for the design of this house. This tile was the one inspiration that she knew she had to have somewhere. We were like, well, why hide it in a bathroom upstairs when it's something she really wants to see? So why not just put it in when you walk in the front door?
Mudroom is awesome. I think you nailed it.
Yeah.
Hit it out of the park on
Thanks,
that one.
yeah, it looks really nice.
Let's talk about the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
I was really nervous that the kitchen was going to be too small. I never told you that.
I know. Now that the cabinets are in, it feels bigger.
It's a tighter kitchen, but for the size of the footprint of the house, I think it's appropriate. You know, I said it once and I'll say it again, like doing dishes here would be unbelievable. It looks like you're in the ocean.
It feels like you're just in the water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a boat. All right, let's go up. It's our first built-in bunk bed.
Yep.
And I want to keep doing them. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. You saw the tile downstairs.
Yeah.
So I'm not lying when I say that the tile in this house is funky. So look at this.
I know. I actually thought I was gonna hate it, but I think it's cool. So once that Brockway sink is on, I think it's gonna look great.
This went through, again, some different iterations of what it was gonna look like. At first, it was like a true kind of rainbow incorporating a red, and another shade of green. Narrowed it down to these 4 colors, and I think this works out.
It's not like super bright colors.
No.
It's like
it's kind of retro. It looks really cool. We just incorporated a little bit more of the color into the shower because we wanted to do that some in a
nice pop of color.
Thanks, Peach.
This is my favorite area of the house, just because obviously the view.
And you have this.
And then we have this, which is our sky cove.
This space for them is going to be like a family room, like a bonus room. There's a guest room / like gym up on this floor with a full bathroom. So I think that they're really going to use this space all the time.
I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The team at Marvin kindly invited us on an exclusive tour of their factory in Warroad, Minnesota. It was all smiles as we boarded the brand new Marvin private jet. As the Oak team set off for the airport, some of us were a little bit excited for the trip.
Very special. You gotta look the part. PJ on a PJ. PJ on a PJ. Nice. Yeah. Not a bad chariot. What do you think?
The team at Marvin kindly invited us on an exclusive tour of their factory in Warroad, Minnesota. It was all smiles as we boarded the brand new Marvin private jet. We were honored to be the first company to visit the revamped Marvin Experience. Upon arrival, we had the chance to explore Warroad. It's a small town, one of those tight-knit communities where everybody knows everybody, and all 1,800 residents stick together. One of the northernmost towns in the lower 48, Warroad is tucked along the banks of the Lake of the Woods and is home of the headquarters of Marvin Windows.
It's very busy.
Jump in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Like,
Heritage building right here. Family that chose to invest in Warroad.
love it.
These are the kind of people that roll up their sleeves and they make Warroad what Warroad is today.
You could definitely walk around this entire town in about half hour.
And so they all need a day off every once in a while too. So maybe you found that, some restaurants aren't open on Mondays or Tuesdays. I could physically see and feel the energy that is happening in our town.
Even though it's small, we love the fact that Warroad is focused on innovation and family.
We're not a cookie-cutter community. We're a community that innovates, does things that's right for our community. All of these businesses, they're independently owned businesses. They're family businesses. You're not going to see a lot of franchises, and that's what Warroad's all about.
It quickly became clear that the people of Warroad were passionate about building their community from the ground up. After our tour, we were off to check out the Marvin factory and a behind-the-scenes look at how the Sky Cove and modern windows and doors are built.
Hello, my name is Elena Rodriguez, and welcome to the new Marvin Warroad Experience.
And just like that, we're off. First up, the Sky Cove.
Hey, Aaron, I'm PJ.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So tell us where we are in this 2 million square foot factory.
So we're in the Sky Cove department right now, and it's kind of a mix of 2 different departments together where we actually make our trap windows as well.
So this is the steel frame that makes up the substructure of the actual unit, right?
Correct. This is what gives the unit all the structure. It gives what the weight bearing that we need to sustain people inside the unit. Correct.
So these come over to this section of the factory. They put a couple more components on.
Yep.
And then they lift it and place it into the unit.
Correct.
Got it. And I heard we're going to actually watch that happen right now.
Yeah, we're going to actually see him put this into the unit and fasten it together.
The team carefully sets the glass and uses silicone to seal it into the frame.
All right, well, this has been pretty amazing. It's so cool to see it in person.
Well, it's so cool to see it in person after we've seen it in a house.
It's a feat of engineering.
As we kept moving, so did the factory, with meticulous attention to detail.
So this is the new modern hinged exterior door series, right?
Modern swing door.
Modern swing-in door.
So that's the official name.
Yes.
Got it.
So it's actually offered in in-swing and out-swing operations, but also, as you can see behind your stationary units.
This is a massive piece of glass. Thinner rails, thinner construction.
It's really by design what the modern architecture is.
Got
More
it.
daylight opening,
Yeah.
really seamless lines.
One of our biggest projects to date, we're putting this in the front door and in the mudroom door, both front-facing in the house. And that's exactly what our customer wanted to achieve, was just the illusion of it just being all glass. And it's really not an illusion, it is.
It's allowing light in, making you feel good, really capitalizing on the exterior view and bringing the outdoors in.
Welcome to Modern.
Thank you so much. So this is where the process of the modern window line starts, right?
Yeah, this is for the modern frames. This machine here is for fabricating the frame material. So this is going to fabricate the fiberglass. It's going to put holes in it. It's going to put routs in it. So we're going to show you that right now.
Awesome.
So next step is going to be right around here. So this CNC machine is dedicated just to cutting these profiles.
Got it. That does not look cheap.
No, it definitely is not.
This machine cuts custom parts for a specific order and then sends it off to shipping.
It's like a giant Christmas tree wrapping thing. So what are we looking at here?
Well, first of all, we get the parts from across the hall. We lay down the 4 pieces with the corner keys, then we assemble it manually right here. Then it moves down the line to our H-clamp, where it actually gets squared and screwed in and sealed.
As the tour wraps up, we were reminded about how important of a role Marvin plays in the development of Warroad.
You know, the Marvin organization has come a long way and really thinks about people first, not only the employees, the customers, the community, and, you know, here today to experience the Warroad community.
We were sad to say goodbye, but work back east was calling.
Well, that was successful.
That was a lot of information. I had no idea what I was in for, so it was pretty awesome.
We came out to see the Sky Cove.
Yep.
And we came out to see the modern swing door,
Yep.
right? But we saw so much more than that, you know, not only in the factory, but around town.
Yeah, I mean, Warroad's I remember you telling me that it's a really small community, but it's pretty unbelievable what they're doing to grow this place.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to go on the tour.
I think this is a really good time to say thank you to everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it was inspiring to see how much everyone's doing for the community and the way that everybody welcomed us in. And
Well, and the hospitality that we were shown by the Marvin team was so amazing.
yeah, it really was. So thanks, guys.
So as we mentioned, and as you saw, the house isn't totally finished.
Nope.
But fear not.
Pay attention to YouTube for an update on this episode, and also the second run this spring will be airing the revamped episode number 11. Season 4, wrapped.